The Vancouver Coastal Aboriginal Planning Committee is undertaking something that's historical for our people. We're planning for the full replacement of the Ministry of Child and Family Development in BC, specifically for the Vancouver coastal region. We're going to be taking over the administration and the oversight and the ability to change policy for Aboriginal child and family services in our region. So right now we're in the process of building capacity within this organization so that our people are able to take on these responsibilities from the ministry, so that we'll be able to provide seamless services, and then gradually over a process that's going to be engaging the community, changing those policies so that the service providers right now providing those services will be able to provide more flexible services.
I want to first of all thank you all for answering the invitation to come out this morning and join us to celebrate the movement and the direction in which we're going to protect our children and enhance our families to flourish once again in our territories. Again, taking the time to care for our children, to be there as mentors and as leaders to help our families navigate this modern flood and this modern chapter of our history.
I want to say thank you first to the Coast Salish people for letting us have this meeting on this territory. It's a very important meeting. As far as I'm concerned, this is the most important meeting because it's you, the experts of the community that are delivering the services that we need to hear from. We've been doing the planning in the background, trying to put together some conceptual plans of how this organization can look, but we need to verify, we need to get the input from you. We need to find out about the gaps that exist in service so that we can develop mitigating plans to ensure that everybody is going to be getting service. Our people need a little bit more help. Take a little bit of a step back and try to create healthier communities. This is the best way to go about it, by looking at child and family services, taking back the responsibility of child and family services within our communities, to create an organization that'll finally do that. An organization that'll replace the Ministry of Child and Family Development, that'll provide that administrative oversight, provide that mechanism to change the policies that were interpreted for us on behalf of us at one point in the past, and reinterpret it through our eyes. So that's what we need to do right now, and that's really important.
One of the main reasons we took the time to host this forum is because we strongly believe in the importance of hearing from those who have been the frontline workers delivering services to Aboriginal communities in this region. But it doesn't end there. We believe those delivering services should have a central role in the planning that we are engaged in, and that this role should be entrenched within the operational structure of our organization.
And so the 4-day council fire is based around that fire. It's based around bringing people together for a purpose and asking for your leadership. And so what we're talking about at this time is the development of the Service Providers Advisory Table. And really what this table is doing is we want this table to be created so we can inform you of the work that we're doing. We can seek your knowledge, and then we can discuss outcomes from that, and then create a meaningful table that will meet your needs, not our needs.
We need to design a service providers table. The next 2 days is about us creating this together. Something that is bigger than any one of us, but that we all are able to contribute to.
The way the government has provided services historically is through a bureaucracy of governmental officials doing what they think is best for the Aboriginal people. The system that we're putting together is embedding this organization into the community through a series of advisory tables, and those advisory tables select members to a board. And the advisory tables are going to have direct input into the development and the changing policy. Now, these changing policies are going to mean that the service providers right now delivering services are going to be signing contracts with new policies that allow them to do certain things that they weren't allowed to do before, because it's our people writing that policy to say that they're able to do the services the way that they want them. So now that they'll be able to deliver services to our people the way that they want them.
They try to say they own me, what they don't know me. I know phonies and they cronies all up in your system. Try to get me with them, but no, oh no.
The process that we're engaged in right now is not something that we're going to see a change overnight. The responsibility to our children requires us to ensure that we're planning in the right way, that we have the infrastructure, we have our advisory tables to guide us, that we set up our governance structure first, we do our planning for each service first, and then we're able to transfer the programs over to our responsibility and then evolve those policies gradually. So we won't see changes overnight. We're going to take on the responsibility, ensure that all the services are being delivered in the way that they were under the ministry's authority. And once they're within our responsibilities, we're going to change the policy so that the services are going to start to filter down right to the front lines, so that our people will start to see the differences. And we foresee this taking from 2 to 8 years.
Second piece of work we want to do, and I want to invite you into, is to build relationships and unity with one another, to find some common ground, to find some common way of participating in this work. Something that takes us out of ourselves, who we are, that takes us out of the work of our individual agencies and comes up with something bigger. Okay? This is really important to do this, because the solutions we're looking for and the new world that we're trying to create here can't be done the way we are now. We do need to work together differently.
The key principles that this organization is being built on is accountability and transparency. Our accountability to our community, accountability to the government, accountability to everybody. We're engaged right now in developing a governance structure that ensures that this organization is going to be grassroots, that it's going to be embedded in the community, and that each community has a voice. Those communities are going to provide a representative to sit on an advisory table. That advisory table will eventually elect a person to sit on the board, so that this organization is going to have a board from the community. That is going to provide that accountability to those communities to ensure that everybody's voice is captured.
Heute gerade neu ab und so heute aus der See auf heute. Ja, und auch so die Soilos, die Storms, auch so die Sanfane, so heute. You want hard to scope for you so it's with. Ja, und auch so die often so heute. You auch mir. Bigfoot would now translate. To our well-respected elders, our matriarchs, all of our friends and family that are here this evening, we're so honored to see the ceremonies happening this evening, bringing our people together to celebrate these good times, celebrate our culture and our unity as native peoples of this land. So welcome and enjoy the evening. Boyce.
All right, thank you. Oh boy.
Ah,